Hello and welcome to Twenties Aplenty and our continuing weekly campaign, the Headhunter Chronicles, a D&D adventure involving random people that met on the internet. In this week's episode, the group finally find the sanctuary in the Valley of Light, but end up getting a bit of a shock. If you enjoy the session, please like and subscribe. Also, if you've got any feedback, please leave a comment below.
We travel and roll, our intentions are good. Maybe. We fight. Times polite. It's D&D.
So, when last we set off, the group had spent the previous evening watching the science fiction play of the Amateur Dramatics Association of the Wizards College, then headed up to bed. Next morning, they head down to breakfast. Yin looks like he's not had a very good night. He looked relatively exhausted. The only other notable thing about breakfast is that Lucy bought some soda water and to practice his burping, having lost the previous day's burping competition with the dwarfs that were...
Sorry, that was accidental.
Was that an Iron Brew burp?
Yes, it was. I'm sorry. I forgot I wasn't muted.
Oh dear. Okay. So the group had a bit of a chat about what they would do, having previously agreed to go to the sanctuary. That's where they decided to head off. So they popped for Lucy's armor from the armorer, his half plate. And then the group decided to load up their wagon and head off into the mountains in search of the sanctuary. All they knew that it was in a place called the Valley of Light. As they studied, Yin sat and studied the Bible, which was one of the gifts that Amanita had given to the group. She'd given different things for different individuals. Pocket watch for Varric, a joke book for Lucy, for example. And the rest of the group kind of noticed that he seemed to be poring over and studying 2 or 3 particular passages in the Bible that he was looking at. The surroundings started off as gentle foothills, but before the day was out, the group ended up on a fell side. At twilight, they came upon a wooden shack. As they approached, Varric noticed that there were a number of what we later found out were claw marks across the door. The group got off the wagon and went to investigate. Varric trying to knock on the door, but as he knocked on the door, the force of the knock just meant the door crept open. Inside, the place had been ransacked. Claw marks were up on the walls. Amanita recognised that there were wolf claw marks, but too high for a normal wolf. Varric found a diary in which they discovered belonged to the husband of Prumella. Prumella being the old spinstress that lived in Wood's Edge, who they found out had turned into a werewolf and had been attacking the local populace and farm animals. They'd put her to death, I will add. Following that, they also, reading on in the book, they found how her husband had been infected by a werewolf. After becoming infected, he got ill, began to transform, and it was only at the point where his wife and a group of shepherds appeared at the shack that he discovered he had been turned. He slaughtered them in the night, thinking that he'd killed them all. In fact, he hadn't killed his wife. He kind of wandered aimlessly in distress throughout the mountains, not realizing that his wife was still alive, she transformed into a werewolf herself and fled back home. He, having realized his fate, decided that he would head deeper into the mountains away from civilization to try and prevent his curse from taking more life, more human life at least. Varric then and the group then continued searching the shack. They found a few bags of wool, a crook, like a shepherd's staff thing, and some shears. Varric used the wool to make a makeshift pillow, put the rest of the wool in Lucy's pants along with the shears and the crook. The group then set off again. As they left, Lucy set the shack afire, and they discovered that this made the pathway glisten in a way that seemed to pulse light running along the path up the mountain. Lucy felt compelled to follow, so got into the wagon, as did everybody else, and set off up the hill. A couple of hours later, the shack had disappeared into the distance, and the light had stopped. Eventually, they came to a stop for the night. As they rested, the first watch, Lucy and Yinran heard howling on the wind, as though there was wolves in the distance. Amanita and Varric took the next shift, the next watch, and Amanita could hear that the wolves were actually moving away from where they were, heading west, as though they were chasing something. In the morning, the group set off. They got to a fork in the road, headed southwest, further up the mountain, rather than heading west. They got to the top of a mountain and found a stone-like column, a big stone column up on its end at the top of the mountain. Varric realised that it vibrated, but nobody else could feel it. Not even Lucy, who was sat up on it in a shrunken form when he was belittled by Amanita, shrinking him and the cart so they could get up the mountain when it got a little bit tight in places. The group eventually decided to rest the horses once more, spend the night there, and then they headed down the path on the other side of the mountain. Eventually they got to a tree line, below the cloud line, a tree line, and it was really dark. Varric used the light spell to light the way, and again the path started this kind of pulsing. Eventually they followed it to a fork in the road. Yinran had come up with the idea of follow the light, given Thermo, whose sanctuary they were looking for, is the goddess of sun and light. So they decided to follow the path downwards into the valley. The path headed into some undergrowth, which the group followed. And then they noticed that the undergrowth was closing the pathway behind them. It got really dark, and then eventually they noticed that the undergrowth had disappeared or had started to thin, but the light still wasn't there, and they realised they were in some sort of magical darkness. They were in a clearing. Varric tried to cast light on Yin, having been commanded by Yin, so he decided, well, I'll cast it on you. But what actually happened was Yin began to glow, but flickered, and then the spell failed. The group decided to continue on through cautiously. in that area were a number of statues. The group continued off. They could hear the water of the stream somewhere in the darkness. Yin headed towards it, as did Lucy and a few others. Varric held up the rear. As he passed one of the statues, which was like a winged gargoyle with teeth and bat wings and claws, it lashed out at him. Lucy, who had turned invisible by this time, and also turned one of the statues invisible to test if it was alive or not, ended up seeing the statue move and warned the rest of the group. Yin again had walked past the invisible statue and got swung at, but managed to dive out the way, I believe. The group could hear grinding as stone statues moved across the ground out of view. Having been attacked, Varric decided he'd try and attack. So the group began to battle some of the statues, albeit when they're in sight, they didn't seem to move. That was something that Amanita then pointed out, that they only move when you're not looking at them. Eventually, after magic missiles, fairy fire, a couple of thunder waves, Yin turned and ran, decided to get the hell out of dodge. But as he was running, he heard wings flapping behind him and was swung at again. I think Claude, were you? Turned, and all he seen was a statue behind him. And that's where we pick up. So we went to the top of the round, didn't we? So it is actually Yin's turn first.
Yay! I am still going to continue my trend of getting the hell out of dodge, and I'm going to yeet myself 50 feet that way. If that's okay. So, like, there, I guess.
Okay, so you will take an opportunity attack.
Hit me if you can, because... yeah, never taunt your DM, that can go wrong, but still!
The two character sheets I need to open, the other one's Cleo. Must not forget Cleo's turn. Right.
He's decided to rock up this week.
Decided to rock up with you this week.
He's here.
Yay, our hero!
So, it will swing a claw at you.
Will it now?
Or some claws at you, I should say.
Some? What
Yeah,
fuckery is that?
Multiple claws are one, so that would be an 18.
Yes, that is.
5 slashing damage.
Jesus! 5. Can't count.
5, yeah.
Apply. Okay. I'm still doing what I said I did.
Cool. So that takes us to Amanita.
Okay. I have got a plan, but oh my god. I am going to cast a spell on one of our teammates.
Fireball.
No. I mean, unless you really want me to, but...
No.
I'm going to encast large, and I'm going to make... well, I can't see Lucy, can I? So, I'll probably cast it on Varric to enlarge him.
Interesting.
Gigantic Varric.
So he's big for a minute, I would guess.
Yep.
Cool. Is that the end of your turn, or have you got...
I don't
Way
want
or
to
something?
just double check if I got any bonus stuff. We should go on. No, that will be the end of my turn. I mean, I've got a few bonus, but there's nothing that I can find that's interesting enough.
Cool.
So now we have a huge Varric. Enjoy.
Okay, so your weapons do 1d4 extra damage.
Yeah, but she'll probably shout out, Varric, now you're big enough to see him all.
That's big. Grow in size. This
How
is
tall
not.
are you?
I'm 6'6", I think I said is what I was put myself as.
Okay. So you're now 12 feet tall, or wherever it is.
Oh, almost 13 foot tall, I imagine.
Cool.
What am I gonna do?
His poor back.
Double check his concentration.
So I think you thunder waved last time, didn't you, against
I
those
did,
three
yeah.
there?
The
And
purple
pushed
square is
them
still
up.
there. Can I go through? No. So the big purple bush is like a tree, isn't it? So I can go underneath it, can Yeah. So I in theory I can move.
Three.
I could
Which
move
is-
here if I wanted to, or sorry, like here or something.
Yeah, you could do.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that you would duck down if any branches were low enough to.
Oh, I'm massive again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just push through the. I'll duck down and push through the tree a bit, and I'll go here, and then I think just to be on the. Yeah, just to give myself a bit of breathing room, I'm gonna cast Thunderwave, third level.
Okay.
Again.
There's a save involved there, isn't there?
Yeah, it is. It's a Constitution 14 save.
Okay. Is it all three of them, yeah?
4 of them. There's 4 underneath that square now. So.
There's 4 underneath that square?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, okay. Fine. I get what you mean.
This is I'm running by. I just turn my hand and cast it.
Cool. So... So 10, 9, 5, 8.
So they're all pushed back 10 feet, and they all suffer 15 points of thunder damage.
15 points of thunder damage. 10 feet.
Yeah, 10 feet.
And 15 points of thunder damage.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so this one here just explodes into rubble.
Mm.
It just looks like it was a statue. You now get why I said 3. Because it was a statue. Right, okay. So, 15.
Then I think I'm just gonna move forward another 5 feet and just stare at the ones directly in front of me.
Cool.
Watch staring contest.
I know.
Cool. So that then takes us to Lucy.
Just 1 second.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is gonna call over going, anyone got any ideas?
You could fly high, and then you can see them all.
I don't think I can do that at the same time as this.
Oh,
Oh.
well.
I love that.
He's going to punch himself in the head a couple of times and try again. Okay! Punching in the head worked. He's going to try something while invisible. It's to make this one face this one. Can he do that?
How are you proposing to do that? Could you do a strength check?
Yeah, give it a go. No, he cannot.
It's bloody heavy.
Yeah. Oh no, I tried to move him, but like it's a heavy guy. Yeah. And he'll just move back here and go, yeah. If you can,
Okay.
run away.
So,
Oh no, that
If
can't
you-
be bad, doesn't it?
you've just provoked an opportunity attack because you moved away.
I'm invisible.
It would have felt you when you tried to thing, so I'll give it an attack with disadvantage.
That's actually hilarious. Whew.
So 10, so it misses. 10 was the first roll, by the way. 17 was the second.
Oh, that would have beat it.
Mm. So,
That was my action, so yeah, that'll be my turn.
okay, so that leaves Cleo. Oh, what's he gonna do? What is Cleo gonna do? He would Thunderwave, but Lucy's in the way. Is it 9 feet by 9 feet, Thunderwave?
He doesn't know I'm there.
Oh yeah, good point.
Thunderwave is... It's a 15-foot cube.
Lucy dies because Charlie opened his mouth.
Yeah, okay. 50.
So it should be
Damn it,
3
Charlie.
squares.
Can't help it. Look, I'm
Three
invisible.
Three squares. Three
3
squares.
squares. Yeah, 3 squares across, because each square is 5 foot, isn't it?
Oh yeah. 3. Okay, fine. Yeah, so he's going to try and get both of them anyway, so it doesn't include Lucy. So Cleo will take a step to the left. Once I'm on the right thing, he'll take a step to the left. Then he'll cast Thunderwave. He is going to cast it at 3rd level, because he's not done that yet. So if I remember rightly, the DC from last time was 17? Something like that. So... Oh god, that was crap. He just rolled 9 damage.
Oh,
I mean,
It's awful.
something,
I'm
right?
48. 48 though.
48, you rolled 9! Jesus Christ, throw the dice in
No, that can't be right. I need to add. It's only done 2, that's all.
I mean, we shouldn't have... Wait. He's not rolling against us, he's actually rolling for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll all your damage dice.
That's better. 9 plus 13, so that's 22.
Yay!
So 22 against these 2 guys, and they've got to do dex save, con saves. So that's a 4. This is a natural 1. And a 4 again. They both rolled natural 1s. So they both go back 10 feet. And take 22 damage. So which and actually I have to move the actual tokens rather than what you guys can just see. And then after that, Cleo will finish his movement and move here. Which then leads us to the bad guy's turn. So, Charlie, which way is Lucy facing?
Southwest.
Southwest. So down this way. Okay. So this one can move, I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
So it will move behind you.
Doesn't know I'm there.
Sorry?
I'm there though.
There's nobody there, is there? That's a good point. In fact, in which case it will probably try and sneak up on Varric, which I'm assuming he's looking down at these guys over here.
Yeah, looking south.
So, which case, do the it will have a claw attack on you. 23
To hit.
for 6 slashing damage. And then it will try and bite you. I don't know what's going on, but I rolled 23 again.
Oh, no.
4 damage. 4 piercing damage.
God.
Cool.
Oh no.
I am getting beaten up this fight session. Poor Varric, man.
Which then takes us to... So I'm assuming all the others are within sight, apart from one, which is in the river. So I will take him into the darkness. And then there's another one. Yin again hears flapping noises
Fucking leave me alone, man! That is in character, by the way. Just to let you know.
It's fine. And then it will take 2 attacks at you.
Fuck's
The
sake.
first one, it slashes with its claws,
Aye.
scoring a 14, which I believe is a miss.
Yep.
And then it'll try and sink its teeth into you, which is a 22.
Fuck, yes.
6 piercing damage.
Amazing.
It's
Plan.
and that leads us on to Yin's turn.
You know what? I'm getting annoyed by this constant flapping noises behind me, so I'm gonna turn around and punch the shit out of it, to put it politely.
You turn around, you see a statue stood behind you.
I'm gonna hit it 4 times, so...
Okay.
If my rolls allow 13.
13. That is a miss.
Okay, great. 20, unnatural 20.
That's a hit.
Yay! 5.
Ooh.
Bad.
This goes on it. Let's need
Yeah.
to move some stuff.
That's alright.
I just realised that on the one I'm recording on, the turn order is in front of Yin and the thing behind it.
Amazing.
5.
5.
5 is that 5 damage, yeah.
Yeah, and then flurry of blows, and I am gonna hit it again. That doesn't hit.
No, that definitely doesn't hit.
Unnatural 20.
That does. So 5. So
Another
minus
5.
5. And
Another
then
5.
5 again.
Yeah. The fuck is these rolls? Anyway, and then I am gonna use my movement to yeet myself over the river. So, like, there? Unless that's half movement.
I'm assuming you can jump. I think you can jump.
I can hope so.
You can jump in as many. So I think, can't you jump in as many feet as your?
Let's have a look quickly.
Long dex or strength.
You make a long jump. You can cover a number of feet up to your strength score. If you move at least 10 feet. So yeah, you can.
So you got to take a running jump though.
Well, yes.
So you're gonna run 15 feet, and then
Yeah.
you're gonna try and jump. What's your strength?
15 overall.
So you can jump 3 squares, providing you make a 3 square run up.
Right. So I'll move back a square. This is complicated maths, people. Then yeet over there. Why is there more?
Okay.
Like, honestly, I'm trying to get away from the flappy thing.
And you've just took an opportunity attack.
Oh. Yeah.
So let's just resolve that now. So it slashes its claws at you.
Mhm.
21. 5 slashing damage. Swallow.
It's an inappropriate joke here.
Yeah, I didn't realise what I said, and then I was going to say, what they don't spit.
I think
That's
we
all
have our
right.
title, Ian.
Sorry?
I think we have our title.
What? Don't spit, or...
Swallow! Swallow! Swallow!
There's an outtake right there. So, with that being said, I will shout, just like as a bonus action, and shout to the top of my voice, "Don't run this way!" In my turn.
Okay. Did. I've got walk this way in my head.
Oh.
so we can see.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, pardon me. Amanita. Jess. Hello.
Oh, right. Obviously, I've got a concentration spell on Varrock, making him huge.
You have.
I am going to Misty Step towards. I can't remember his name. What's his name? The one that you're playing, DM.
Cleo.
Cleo. Seeing as she can't see Lucy, she'll run up to Cleo. Like Misty Step up to Cleo. Where is my Misty Step? Use that. There you go. Should have come up in short. There we go. It's a bonus action and doesn't affect concentration, so yeah, she'll Misty Step over to Cleo and tell him, I think if we create a circle, then we're all looking at them, then they can't attack us. She'll end her turn like that.
Cool. That
She'll
sounds
say
like
it quite loud.
Yeah, he will say, that's a good idea. Varrock.
Getting attacked from behind is such a dishonorable thing to do, and as a soldier, Varric feels hurt and displeased. So he's going to turn around, pick up the statue, and attempt to throw it at the other statues in front of him.
Okay, do you get a strength bonus from being enlarged?
You get advantage on strength checks.
Okay, do a strength check then, please.
Oh dear. That's not bad. It's not great though. 13.
Do you want to roll again so you get advantage?
Oh, I already rolled it. That's with advantage. So that's the highest one.
Is it?
Yeah. 2d20. I rolled a 15 and a 10, so the 15's the higher, but I've got a -2.
What command did you put in to do that?
I rolled it through D&D Beyond, so I just right-clicked.
Right, okay, you just rolled with it. Yeah, because normally it comes up twice if you're not, and if you roll with advantage and roll 20. So, you bend over to try and pick it up. It is too heavy.
Cool.
You can feel your, if you tried a little bit harder, your back will go.
Damn my old man body. That's my action, so I can't cast a spell now.
You can do bonus action spell.
I don't have any bonus action spells.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna move, but where can I move to? Sorry, just trying to. I think I'm gonna try and get over there. That's
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20 to get here. And obviously I invoke one attack of opportunity.
You do. You're also on the edge of the bank, which is a bit of a drop. That's what I will add.
I'm just going to stay there. I'm not going to move any further. So I'm just like at the edge, essentially.
So, attack of opportunity then. $22.
That's a hit.
So 4 slashing damage, please.
Oh, man. Can I... is consuming a potion an action, or is it a bonus action?
So the rules we play is first portion is free.
Right.
And then anything after that is an action.
Can I drink my potion?
Cool. Yep.
Just before I end my turn as well. Let me pull up which one it is, because I can't remember. A potion of greater healing. So it's 4d4 plus 4. So
Cool.
2, 3, 4. 13 plus 4 has 17.
Cool.
An amazing potion
Gets you back up to full health.
is...
Not that full health is that much in your case.
No, it is really not.
Cool. So, Lucy.
So when I did send you a question if it was a yes or a no. For my next decision greatly.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume if you were then going to do something,
Yeah.
that would be part of the action of doing whatever you're going to do. So
I
you
think
would
I was going to
scoop
do
it up. You would scoop it up and then throw it, for example. Like if you were picking a stone up and then throwing it, that would be one action. So I would assume that the picking up is part of the throwing.
So I'm not wanting to throw. I was just picking up.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's
Can
fine.
I do that? Cool.
Yeah.
So Lucy's going to, while invisible. Oops, sorry. There we go. Run here, invisible, and pick up Amanita and just put her in his pocket. And shout to Cleo as he passes by invisible, "I told you to run!" And then he's going to cast Fireball right here.
Okay, what's the range of fireball? Because it's massive, isn't it?
20 feet, so every single one of them apart from this guy gets affected.
Oh no.
Yeah. Which is why I was glad Varric ran, but Cleo, I told you to run.
So that's a dex save, isn't it?
Yeah.
For half damage as well. Ooh.
He's failed. He's rolled a 6. So that's what damage? 13.
35.
35. That's fine. It's only about half his health.
In
In
my
fact, it's
defense,
less than-
Lucy did shout run at the end of his last turn. And he is now no longer invisible as he stares at about this way.
Wow, that was a big boom.
Yeah, and also the forest is now on fire.
So Cleo is now like,
At least it will be warm.
I don't know if the fire will help our visit to any.
he's going to do he's going to continue with the Thunderwave tactic.
So I'm hoping like all those creatures also hit their dex saves.
They haven't yet, so give me a minute. Let me just cancel that a minute.
20 feet from that green thing I drew.
Yeah, that is all of them, isn't it?
Pretty much all of them except for this guy.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And I think there was a guy up here as well that got hit.
Is it 20 feet diameter or radius?
Radius, I think. Let's see.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah, we made this. I made this mistake before. And 20-foot radius, yeah. So 40-foot diameter.
Ooh.
Yeah. I may have used it when we were fighting a semi-formed dragon, like in an underground chamber.
Yeah,
That
pretty
was
much
the-
everybody.
Yeah. I thought it was.
DC?
It was 15, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 15 dexterity save.
Would I lose concentration when this happens?
I've picked you up and sort of put you in my pocket. So I don't know.
Very form Amanita trying to get stuffed into a pocket, just both sides.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I only thinking this because if she lost concentration, Varric would have instantly just gone.
Fourth. Okay, so the fourth one and the sixth one saved. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's this bottom one here saved. What's the damage?
So it's 35 for a fail, 17, I think, for a save.
Okay.
We round down, right? Yeah, 17. Forest is also on fire. Sorry.
Fire in the dark. That's it. Just can't see it, but it's on fire. You can hear it.
$17 for the ones that saved.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. So. Let's do this thing. That one explodes. Oh, you can't see. This one explodes. Explode. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the one that. I'm gonna have to. Let me just move this out of the way so I can see the health. Yeah, this one explodes. I've done the wrong one, but it'd be fine. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. So there are. You hear 4 sets of. In amongst the. As molten rock just kind of splatters through the air.
Were any of them creatures?
So you've killed 4 of them.
Nice. Okay.
There are another.
Good effort. What's with that? It's
Just for
The
that.
rest are hanging around. So.
And I think
brings
that's
us
my
to-
turn.
So that then brings us to Cleo, who is going to cast Thunderwave to his right, but he isn't. He's having seen that. So he starts to cough a little bit and he sees that. So he's going to cast Thunderwave on a square that captures both that one and that one. If he can.
if he had eyebrows, they're not there anymore.
So Thunderwave, 3rd level, although last time I did 3rd level it just didn't do it. Submit. I get it. I've got to add the 2 numbers together. So that is 11 plus 6 is
17.
17. So now I need to go to the other layer. Oh, that one's still alive. Looking worse for wear though. And this one just explodes into bits. And then they've got to do a con check, haven't they? Nice at 17 last time, didn't I? I'm confused. I'm very confused.
Happened?
What's
happened?
1d27 plus... No, it's just... The graphics that I'm looking at on the screen are different to the actual rolls that it's done. So when I look at it, it looks as though it's landed on a 17 and a 20, but the result it's giving me is that it rolled a 7 and a 10. So I got a 10 and a 13. So, but it's not got advantage anyway, so it's just the 10. So the one that's still alive, which is the one. Objects and tokens. This one here died. So this one is being slotted into the. Has fallen into the river. Takes us to the bad guys go. Varric, which way are you facing? Oh, looks like he's popped off. I'll come back to him then. So, and Yin, which way are you facing?
Currently, I probably would be facing. Hang on. Not draw shape. Freehand. Assuming as I've just yeeted myself over the river, I'll probably be checking that way.
Okay, those two.
Yeah.
So. And Varric, which way are you facing?
I am facing. I'll freehand mine as well. This way.
Okay. So. Oh, where's the. I think I've lost a tool. I think I've lost a. Have I? Yeah, I have. I'm gonna have to. I lost a token ages ago, so I'm trying to move the. I've got two sets of tokens for each gargoyle. One's the statue, and one's the actual thing. Let me just move that out of the way. Yeah, okay, so that is there. So, I'm going to attack you both. I'm going to start with the one next to Yin.
Oh no.
So, there's 2 attacks from each. Oh. Claws. So, the first one is a 13 with claws.
Miss.
And the second one is a 19 with teeth.
That is, yep.
So 7 piercing damage, please.
Okay.
And then on Varric. So first one is a claw attack. 9, which is a miss, I believe. And then the second one is a bite attack, which is a 12.
Both miss.
Cool.
Oof.
Yin,
Yes.
you're up.
I was like, am I getting hit again? Okay, so what I want to do is, God, what do I want to do? I'm just gonna hit Flappy Bastard next to me again. So 2 strikes.
Okay.
15.
15 is a hit.
Yay! 8 damage.
Okay.
Sorry about the cat. 14.
That's a miss.
Okay. And I'll spend a key point to go into defensive stance, patient defense. There we go. Couldn't find it. Patient defense. And then, as my free action, I will use my greater healing potion, please,
Cool.
because I don't want to die. 60. Yay.
Right then. Amanita. Yes, Jess.
Right. So Lucy's shoved her in a pocket. I'll probably say she would lost concentration on Varric. So Varric's now gone tiny.
Okay.
Oh,
And she is going to... What have I got? So, how far is that cliff? It's quite close, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I'm just
15 feet.
going to double check. Yeah, no. Okay, I can't use that. Yeah, don't want to use that because otherwise I'll be killing people. Not good. So what? I am going to cast this on myself.
Bark skin. Okay.
Come up here.
Yeah. So you've now got an AC of 16.
Yours. And I can't see Yin from over there, can I?
No.
And how is everyone else doing with health? The people that I can see.
So yeah, still over half.
I'm good.
I think I'll give Cleo. I'll just heal wounds on Cleo.
Okay, thank you. You have to touch him on that.
Is healing last touch then?
Yeah, I think healing word is the one to do it via over distance. From recollection.
Yeah.
Cleo's got healing spells anyway, so if he needs to use it, he can use it.
No worries then. She'll just stay as she is. She'll just have casted bark skin.
Cool. And Varric. Oh, here he is.
Hello. What I'm going to do is, if I've done this right, I'm going to move here beside this dude.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pretty much like spin my staff around, slam it into the ground a bit, and I'm going to spend some of my sorcery points to gain back spell slots, which is a bonus action.
Cool.
So I'm going to burn 2 to get 2 third level spell slots back.
Cool.
Go to spells. And then from there, I'm hoping to cast a spell along here. I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
26 damage. And it's a dex save. It's a 14 dex save.
For both of them.
If I draw the line, it's over anything over 100 feet gets hit with the beam. So
cool. I'll allow it, but what I will say is that technically you can't see the one on the other bank.
No, I know I can't see them. I was just wanting to do it for this one guy. So I'm not used to spells. So I'm just like, I want to do something cool, but I can't shoot it towards Cleo because I'll kill Cleo. So
yeah, so I think your kind of range wouldn't, your visual range wouldn't go.
Yeah.
So dex save both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an 8 and a 9.
And a 9. So they both fail, and that's 29 damage in actuality. So
29 damage.
because of my lightning elemental affinity.
Cool. Actually. So you unleash the bolt of electricity, and it kind of goes off into the darkness. Smashes a big lump off the gargoyle that's right in front of you. And then Yin suddenly gets covered in a bit of masonry and a bit of dust as bits spark off the gargoyle that's adjacent to him as well. Is that the end of your go?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn there. I'm just going to stay here. Well, I'm staring at the one in front of me now.
Cool. Lucy.
Eldritch Blast to this one.
To which one, sorry?
The one to my right, to the east.
Here.
This one.
Okay.
First one's a 10.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Technically, yes.
Cool. So that damages that. 12.
Okay.
It's
So you
still
do your Eldritch Blast,
Mhm.
and the piece of rock in front of you just explodes.
Then I will turn to
You
this
get
one.
the feeling it wasn't a gargoyle; it was just a statue
Cool.
that you've
And then
now
I'll-
destroyed.
Face this one to the south and hit it with my second Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Same thing again.
7.
Yeah, this time a big lump falls off it. But again, you get the feeling it was a statue, not a gargoyle.
Cool. And then I will finish by facing north. Yeah.
You'll finish by facing north. Cool.
So those two are done. That one's in there. Yeah, and that'll be my turn.
Cool. So, Cleo then. What's he going to do? He is going to head we noticed when he used Thunderwave earlier that this statue fell over, and that was it. He's just going to run past and try and find Varrock. He will have noted. He would have heard a crackle, so he will.
Just a small note. Remember that whole area's on fire.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
He's effectively heading out of the area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he notices Varrock. And then we'll start looking in this direction to try and protect, using Amanita's advice earlier to try and protect them from anything that's going to come up from behind. Leads us to the actual gargoyles. Yin and Varrock are both facing the gargoyles next to them. Which way is Amanita looking?
She'll probably be looking out of his pocket, trying to turn
over this way.
Yeah.
If you can see where I clicked there.
Yeah.
Okay. So at which point Lucy will hear a thud behind him, a flapping and then a thud as one of the gargoyles lands, and it will try and take a chunk or two out of him. Not with any magic, because that's clear. So, slashes with its claws. 23.
Yep, that hits.
For 6 slashing damage, and tries to have a bite.
Could you also do a dex save, please?
Yeah, okay. And misses with the bite. Dex save.
Yep.
So dexterity 18.
Okay. You get half the damage.
Okay. It's hellish rebuke or something, is it?
Yep. You get 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. You look round and you see this. Having done the hellish rebuke, your eyes adjust to the light, and you see this rather splintered and cracked, and sopping wet gargoyle that's just made its way out of the river to attack you. Yinran.
So I'm just gonna hit Flappy Bastard next to me.
Okay.
That doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't.
15?
15 hits.
Yay. 6 damage.
Okay, give us a minute. So the first time you punch and you almost feel as though you've broken your hand because you just hit stone and made nothing, but you then turn and take a kick at it, and you manage to kick its head off.
Yeah,
and it kind of crumbles to the ground.
cool. And then, seeing as I've done that, I I will yeet myself back over the river to go stand next to that guy. Obviously doing the 5 back thing.
Is it 5 back or 15 back?
15, so it's 1, 2, 3, so I was there. So would you say that way back? Or would you say...
So your movement will be 15 back,
Hang on.
and then 15 forward.
15, so... Oh, so it's... Yeah, but 15 plus, so it's 30, then I've got 20 left, so... 20? Like, on the edge?
Yeah. Yeah, so you can jump 15, can't you?
Yeah.
So that's your strength. So where are you jumping from? Are you jumping from... Are you running to here? Are you running to here?
Well, oh yeah, I can do that, can't I?
You can run to there and then jump.
Hang on, let's work this out.
And then end up about there.
Where? There?
Here.
I got stick. Yeah, that would be fine. Yeet. Happy.
Okay, that's fine. Cool. I'm gonna eat it.
Okay. turn. I cannot get it up. I don't think. Wow, what does it come under? It doesn't come up in my spells because it's not that type of thing. Let's see if it comes. It's not coming up. Right, what I'm planning to do is I'm going to stuff the bark skin now. She's going to wild shape into an animal. I'm pretty sure. Let me just get a screenshot of this and I'll send it to you, dear.
Does the animal always have the mushroom hat on?
Huh?
Does the animal always have the mushroom hat on?
Like little tiny. She's going to literally jump out of Lucy's pocket and use an action to transform into a bear. I just got a 2 seconds.
That's
Where
good.
is it?
It's a player's handbook thing. Which reminds me,
Wait.
I do have a player's handbook. Yeah.
I've got the stats up ready. I just don't know.
It's just a druid thing, isn't it? I think it's
Yeah.
because the druid isn't SRD. It's player's handbooks you need. That's all half elves and stuff like that. And that's all.
Let's say I've got it out now.
Din-
Sending.
Oh, you got it. Starting us just as I found it.
There you
So
go.
we're 6th, aren't we? So max challenge rating is a half.
Which is blackberry is a half,
Cool.
and they're my stats.
Cool. Thank you.
I don't know how I'm going to roll with this, but I'll work it out. But that will be the end of her turn, I believe. I just double check I haven't got any other bonus things, but yeah,
So
no,
you
that's it.
use your action to turn into a black bear.
Yeah. So Lucy would have seen her jump out of his pocket, and then just through transformation, he just hears like a bear growl, and it's as if a bear has just jumped out of your pocket.
Cool.
She's keeping an eye on
Then
this
takes
gargoyle.
it.
Just attack him. He'll just be a bit shit scared at the moment that he's heard a bear next to him.
Amanita is snatched out of the pocket by a black bear, that's it.
Barak.
How far can I see? I just so I'm aware, like, is it like just roughly in?
So you're in darkness. So I'm assuming there is some light around somebody, torch or something. So, I would imagine you can see about 20 feet, 15 feet, something like that. And even then, it's kind of dim. You get the impression when you cast your light spell earlier, and it faded. The darkness is unnatural.
Yeah.
So light is heavily restricted.
Right. Okay. So as a bonus action again, I'm going to burn another couple of sorcery points to get back some more, just 2 more, third level spell slots. But I am just going to move here, and then just cast Thunderwave at first level.
Cool.
At the dude directly in front of me.
So he needs to do a con save, doesn't he?
DC 14 is what it is.
So right, he rolled a 17.
7 damage. Yeah, that's how much.
7 damage. Is the Constitution save for the push damage?
It's both. So so if you fail the Constitution save, you get pushed 10 feet and you take full damage.
Oh, fine. So another chunk flies off, and you can hear it splash down into the water.
Mm.
Is that your go?
Yeah. I just need to make sure I mark those sorcery points.
Lucy.
Having just still staring at this gargoyle and hearing a bear to his side, he'll just put his hand underneath the gargoyle's head and just Eldritch Blast.
Oh.
Probably 19.
19. That's a hit.
13 force damage.
Okay. The gargoyle explodes into a pile of dust and gravel.
Okay. Seeing that, you'll turn to have a look at the bear. Which I'm guessing is still where Amanita is on the map.
Yep.
Can I see the other two statues that I can see on my map, or is it out of range?
Yeah, you can see. So.
Okay, that one he'll just Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
12.
So again, it just explodes into rubble.
These two were the same, right?
Yeah.
I haven't just turned. Okay, just double checking. I hadn't.
Not all the statues are alive.
No, I was just checking. I hadn't just turned my back on ones that you said were alive. Just double check.
Can't trust that now, Wayne. That's it. Can't trust anyone.
I guess he'll. Lucy will just move here, and that'll be his turn. He'll just turn to the bear and go, Amanita?
What does the bear do, Jess?
They're just kind of like, you know how bears like huff and like just go and continue focusing.
Well, that's a new look. Okay, Amanita's a bear now, guys. Into the darkness, and that'll be it.
Cool. So, what's he gonna do? I just realised Cleo's not got that many damage spells he can cast. So he will just move over here to continue his kind of protecting Varric back, as he's kind of struggling a little bit. Other than casting Thunderwave, which will probably end up getting Yin if he casts it. Which takes us to the gargoyles. At that point, nothing is going to happen. Yin.
Right. So I will take my last bit of movement, or new movement, do there, and I'll whack the statue in the face.
Cool.
Or I will try to whack the statue. 13.
That is a miss.
God damn it. Things aren't even moving and I miss it. 24.
That is certainly a hit.
Yay. 5.
Okay.
I quite literally give up at this stage.
So, exhausted, Yin just turns around and goes, "Oh," like, throws a punch, misses, throws another one with the other arm, and manages to hit it. But as he hits it, he kind of puts it feels as though he's putting his fist through plasterboard, and it just kind of like explodes into dust on the other side, and the gargoyle falls to the ground.
Yay!
Yeah.
I will quite literally go, yay! I can do something!
And at that, the darkness fades. You were just in a valley of light. You can see each other. And there's just a number of broken gargoyle statues. The remainder of the statues are not of the gargoyle shape. They are just suits of armor and things like that.
Jesus Christ, a bear!
The sun is blazing down. And at that point, I'm going to say we take a break for a couple of minutes because I just need to do something. And I will speak to you in a couple of minutes.
How much the forest is on fire now at this point, though? That's the thing.
That's the question.
Really depends on Wayne's mood. To be fair, I haven't set fire to a forest in a while in this campaign, so it was about time.
Just in a while, it's like a daily occurrence.
Like a whole forest. That's been a while.
I was preparing to attack a gargoyle, but that's not gonna.
You still can if you're.
I was like spending the whole session trying to work out how to sort out the stats for a black bear.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't use it yet. I don't know how to use it. I'm working on it. Finally work on it.
Yep. I will say, once Wayne's back, Lucia is just going to try and destroy the rest of the statues.
That's what I'm going to do.
Just to be safe.
Oh,
that's it.
Yeah. I think Mara will probably do that just in a huff.
I'm the same. I'm wanting to use what did I just cast? Not Thunderwave.
The lightning bolt one.
The lightning bolt, yeah. I've been wanting to use it for so long, but it hits multiple things. So I can't cast it if people are in the way. So I'm just like,
Yeah, that's what most of my spells do. And some of them, my spell, I need to, every time we get a long rest, I need to redo my spells. I keep thinking, I set these spells up for the last situation. We're in a different situation.
Yeah.
Love that.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
I was of two minds. I came this close to charming statues just to see what would happen.
I mean, you could do it now.
Yeah, no. Out of spell slots now. The joys of warlockness.
The warlock needs a nap.
He just needs to sit for an hour.
I think we all need an hour's rest at this point now.
That was a lot more epic than I'd originally designed it to be. It's like, yeah, there's only 8 gargoyles to defeat. It'll be fine. And to be honest, Nell had the right idea by trying to leg it off the map, and then you turned round when you got attacked. Because the whole thing was, it's like a bubble of darkness, and once you were through, they
Yeah.
would stop following you because they wouldn't move in the light.
Ah.
Was really trying to get the Doctor Who solution out of it. Just get them to stare at each other.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Because then, yeah, because they weren't angels and they weren't.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there was a but hey ho. So that was interesting.
I was hoping having Varric be quite big, he could then look down on all these puny statues.
And get a better kind of range.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just maybe if he was about but the thing is when you said that I was like, yeah, well if he's about 6 feet tall, that's fine. But then again, if he was 60 feet tall, he wouldn't be able to see his face.
I can't see my feet anyway. Like I've got to look certain angles and stuff because I've only got the one eye anyways.
I look down going, yeah, I know how he feels.
Oh, excuse me.
He's already got half vision as well, because
Yeah.
when he's got dodgy eye.
Dodgy eye.
Yeah, depth perceptions of it. That fireball was the deal breaker, I think.
We're gonna ask. Forest is now on fire.
Yeah, I would assume that because there's only these trees here and here. You're in a bit of a clearing, really. It's just like sparse trees.
Okay.
So I wouldn't assume, and it's fairly kind of wet wood and stuff. So I'd assume that.
He'll go out with me, yeah.
I mean, when was the last time I set a forest on fire? It was maybe when Eldry was still around? Or
Yeah, I
when we were
think,
escaping the witch hunters, one of them.
yeah. You were warned not to do it near Cleo, weren't you?
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Mm-hmm. That's going about me in the ass.
So, are you having a short rest
Yes.
as a group?
Amanita's still in bear form. She's going to move up to this statue and just push it off the cliff. You know?
And Lucy will go around just shooting all the rest of the statues just in case. With Eldritch Blast.
That was my hit die I did for the short rest, by the way.
Cool. So, you that's a good point, actually. I will use some of Cleo's hit die to oh no, he's a bit of an NPC, isn't he? So you ain't got any.
Oh no.
That's fine. I'll assume he uses one of his healing spells.
Oh no, they're coming for you, Charlie. Run!
Obviously, we can.
Happens when I open the curtain. I open the curtains and you hear everything.
You used to get quite a lot of police sirens and that, though, didn't they? Didn't you, for a while?
Yeah. Well, with the other room, yeah. If it was the other room, there's no curtains.
Yeah.
Would be fine, but this, yeah, I live at the junction of three very, very busy streets. Lots of ambulances and police and fire engines and noise. City noise, I love it.
Oh, the thing.
I prefer. And then the other side is just bars, and arguments and shouting. I love the city noise. It's
Oh,
great.
great.
I hate
It's
it.
always-
I hate it so much.
I love it though. I
Yeah.
can't sleep inside.
I prefer the city.
Who doesn't?
I
So
prefer
every
the
night there's-
country.
There's always somebody fighting, and they're always shouting at somebody called Davy. It's very, and I want to find out who they are at some point. It's the same. I'm
Who's
sure it's the
Davy?
same woman.
Just shout it out outside your window. Be like, Davy!
Who the
Davy,
fuck-
run!
Davy! They're going for you!
She always says the same stuff. It's like, Davy, where the fuck you going? Who you been talking to, Davy? Get back here! Run, Davy, run.
Run, bye-bye! Run!
Is that like the number one name in Cathcart, Davy?
I don't know. It's the only one I hear. It could be just regulars. I'm positive it's the same voice I'm hearing shouting. It could just be the same couple having their nightly shouting match.
Lovely.
Cool. So you've rested up.
Sure.
The path
Oh, I need to-
continues beyond. I assume you're following. So you're on foot now.
I didn't really lose any health, to be honest. I didn't do much of that.
Have you got hit? You can use a healing spell if you, or a potion,
I have many potions.
or Cleo can use his healing. Has he
I've
got
got
healing
healing
word?
as well, but I can't do it while in bear form.
I'm trying to work out if he's got healing word.
Screaming bear.
He has got a healing word. How many people can I use healing word on? Here we go. Where are you? A creature of your choice has 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So he is a druid, which is what, wisdom?
I think so.
Yeah, it will be, because nobody's really that intelligent in the group, are they? I don't think it's charisma.
I'm charisma.
Yeah, he's
I know
wisdom. He's plus 5. So 1d4 plus 5. Sure. If I do it second level or higher, I'll cast it at second level on Amanita. So I've just told you for. And then he'll do the same thing on himself.
How much do we heal?
You've just healed 9. And that he's going to do the same thing on himself.
No.
And he casts it out for 9 himself. So. There we go. Right. So. The group rests up. You've healed and so forth, so on and so forth. You start to head down to the road. You're in quite a steep a valley with quite steep sides heading along this stream. The path goes along the stream. Sometimes it's like 20 feet away, sometimes it's like 5, but both kind of snake. And eventually the stream goes through a little tunnel that's about a couple of feet across and a foot above the water level, and there is a little gap, and it goes into this cliff that's kind of ahead of you. Sheer cliff, goes up it's quite tall, and in front of you is a narrow passage. On the side of the passage is on each side of this passage there is 2 suns. What would you like to do?
How narrow is it?
It's single file. You'd be walking single file.
Does that include a huge ass bear?
I'm assuming the bear would be able to get in. How long does your wild shape last anyway?
3 hours.
3 hours.
And a mental image of us all pushing a bear up a wee steep
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would assume it is tight. But you can
Brilliant. Occasionally squeezing the bear through. Great.
occasionally one person pushes and the other one has to.
Yeah.
Pull on the bear's neck.
When you do push, she'll just like growl and half of just like.
Lucy will request that he goes before the bear.
That's alright, you're right in front of her, so if she gets too humpy, she can go for you.
I'll be the scout.
He's just. I think Lucy's just wary. The theory that bears only shit in the woods isn't true.
Between a bear and a hard place.
I'm remembering the sewer episodes where Elle wasn't here. I'm wanting to avoid a similar situation.
Okay.
Can I use my keen smell in bear forms, like, just to see if I can sense anything?
Yeah. Do you want to roll a perception check?
Did that do it? No, it's completely changed off to everything. 1 second. There. Perception. There we go.
You can smell general wildlife, kind of greenery type smells, fragrant flowers, freshly cut grass type of smells, pollen, so on and so forth. A bit of bracken and things like that kind of damp smell that you sometimes get in woods as well. As you're going along, nothing of note.
Fair.
Eventually you work, this passage begins to kind of wind. And you still kind of, it goes on for quite a while, an hour or two, and you get to a fork. It just forks off in 2 directions.
So we'll just give out like a bear, like roar, kind of like the subtle roar, but it's like as if she's trying to say something, but it's just going out bear.
I will pat the bear on the head. Between the ears, and I'll kind of like ruffle the bear's fur.
She likes this.
And also light a torch.
Okay. I mean, it's still fairly light. I mean, it kind of...
There's a reason. Does the torchlight give off the flicker that it did previously when Varicose had cast light?
Do a perception check, please.
Oh, shit on it.
That's what Lucy was going to do, but then he rolled an intelligence of 4.
21!
No, it does not.
Oh, fuck. I'm confused then.
We flip a coin?
Yeah, I think flip a coin. Left or right. Or we can split the party. That's always good fun.
That's never a good idea. So, heads right, tails left?
So, as you're doing this, Cleo is kind of sat there going like this. Down each passageway.
What are you doing, Cleo?
It's a fart.
Yeah, it's being weird.
Yeah, I get the impression that the air is the air on the wind is much kind of is colder down one route than it is the other. It is very subtle, but the path on the left is slightly warmer.
Well, the coin hit tails, so I'm off to the left. And Lucy starts walking.
I can see somebody stole the last mushrooms out of Lucy's bag, and I'll follow Lucy.
Okay.
I had
So-
mushrooms.
Is everybody going down the left then?
Yeah, I just shrug my shoulders and
Yeah.
carry on then, yeah.
Honestly, the coin did actually land on tails.
So you then get to another. You go on for another half. You get to another fork.
I'll get the coin.
But hold on, Lucy. Let's see if Cleo can make out any difference before we go down any other routes.
Hey, Cleo, you want to taste the wind again?
While you guys are like waiting for the answer, Amanita's now kind of got on her hind legs and is now brushing her back against the wall to get the itch. The proper bear shuffle.
As Amanita satisfyingly Cleo turns and goes, yes, in this case, the air is warm from both sides, but it is much warmer on the right than it is on the left.
The coin says right. Always trust the coin. And off he goes.
Okay.
God. Oh, I love that.
Okay.
It's the fact that it's actually matching up is great.
You head further on, and this time you get to a point where there is 3 passageways to follow. You can see kind of light against the cliffs in each one. One has an orange glow to it. Another one has a white glow to it. And the middle one... Sorry. The one off to the left has a yellow glow to it. The one off to the middle has an orange glow to it. And the one off to the right has is more white light.
Well, Lucy flipped the coin twice, and that said go to the middle. The coin has been right so far, so he's just going to follow.
Hold on, Lucy, hold on.
What?
Yinran, what is the color of your god, if your god has a particular color, or which way do you feel is the right way to go?
Well, dear, help! Which,
So, Firmo's symbol would have been a sun.
yeah. The sun is technically, well, orange, yellowish.
It's multicolored.
Yeah, depending on when you look at it. Thinking of... I'm saying right. The white light. Because thinking about... What? Yes, I don't know. I'm just saying right. Intuition is saying right.
So
I'm
we've got
gonna
one
trust
saying
right.
middle, one saying right. Why do you think that white light might represent the sun?
It's not representing the sun as much representing what she means.
I mean, white light to me is cold. It's not. If it's the god of light and such, I would say it'd be warm and comforted. I think the orange one's probably the better way to go.
All right. What do you think, Cleo?
Well, I will say that Lucy has already made his decision that he agrees with Varak. And I would say that white would probably not be my choice.
Okay, orange it is then.
So you head down the middle.
Never mind then. Wait, ignore the last thing I said.
So you go on for another half an hour. And you can feel it getting quite a lot warmer. And you then get to a final passageway. There are two options this time. The orange light seems to glow down one passageway. Down the other is more shade. But shade as though it's an intense light.
Coin said go right. Is he gonna go right?
Can I ask how long has it been?
So an hour plus. I'd say it's been about 2 hours by now.
Yeah.
You can dispel it if you want, I think.
No, I'm having too much fun.
Too much fun is there.
What is the bear doing at this stage? I am so curious.
It's just grumbling and groaning, trying to get the itching spot, and just yeah, just.
You were near the stream. You went fishing.
I could have.
So, you head towards the glow. And as you go closer, you can see, go further down the passageway. You find yourself covered in a orange glow. Quite a deep orange. You also feel an intense, as though you're heading toward intense. You move on a little bit further. And you hear a rumbling sound.
Is it the bear? Is the bear rumbling?
Here goes some food.
And then you hear something splatter behind you. You do a perception check, please.
Everyone.
Splatter?
Perception
All
check.
of us?
Yes.
19.
Oh,
5.
24.
did it roll? Yeah, did it.
Okay. So, Varric and Yinran,
Yes.
when you turn to see what's hit the ground behind you, you begin to smell burning.
God. Okay.
Okay. You continue to hear more like it's raining, like splat, 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 splat. The smell... I can't hear you, Charlie. You got mute on. You continue to smell more and more. The burning smell becomes more and more intense.
Okay.
At which point you hear a massive
Yeah.
The sound is deafening. And from above you falls a torrent of molten lava. And from the passageway in front of you, a stream of lava begins to head in your direction. Could you
Run!
all do a dexterity save, please?
Oh god.
24.
19.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. So, oof. So, 19. In passes. Varric passes. Amanita and Lucy have failed.
Oh, really?
I don't see Amanita's roll.
I got a 7.
Oh no.
You tell me a 4 is not a good roll.
I'm still like.
You're fucking bear. I mean, you should be able to do this.
So,
I got 0 dexterity. That's why my dexterity is really bad as a bear. It must be that huge butt of mine.
can Amanita take 18 fire damage, please?
And with that feeling, the damage, she will come out like it'll be like a bear growl and like a yelp, and she'll turn back into a mushroom form, like rubbing her butt, going, too hard, too hard.
The smell of frying mushrooms with a mixture of singed hair, singed fur. Lucy, because you're resistant to fire, you take 9 damage.
Almost like I take none. It's great.
Okay.
Temporary hit points for the win.
I can get rid of my black bitch.
Given there is a huge stream of lava heading towards you, I assume you turn and run.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck yes.
Well,
Yeah.
is it filling
Could you-
up the passageway, or is there room above it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming from above, but it's kind of like it's like fingers closing like that on the passageway. So it's kind of coming from above and filling up. So the lava is flowing looks as though it's flowing to you as it's filling in from above gradually. Where it's filling in from is getting closer to the entrance. You turn and run. Could you all do an athletics check, please?
Oh my
Yes.
god. Oh,
I'm not
no,
going first
that's
this
the
time
wrong
because
sheet.
that
That's
has
the wrong
been
sheet.
Going badly
That's the-
for me.
It's the wrong sheet.
Athletics, you said.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, can you just
Oh,
delete
no.
the previous? Yeah, you don't have to.
Alright, ma.
Oh dear.
Why?
So I've got a fail from. So Amanita just failed. How much health you got there?
Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just getting my sheet up.
Or
Looks like
fail.
36 for you.
I got 18 health.
18 health.
Yeah.
Let's hope. Is less than 18.
Oh!
Oh. You all start running, and the stream is catching up with you, and you feel the back of your heels burning. Amanita falls unconscious from the pain. I'm assuming that somebody scoops her up
I do, yeah.
and puts her in the pot. You continue to run. You manage to get a little bit further away from lava, but it's still coming in behind you. Still falling from above at this point is a whole load of lava. Could you all make all apart from Jess, could you all make a acrobatics save, please?
Save or check?
Check. So it would be dexterity save then, wouldn't it? Acrobatics check.
Oh, natural 20.
Whose pocket are you in? Jess? Varric.
Lucy's.
Yeah.
Or Varric's.
Varric said he would back her up, so.
Okay. So Yin just kind of is just snaking through streams of lava that are coming down. Varric, surprisingly nimble, manages to jump out of the way of quite a few that are coming down. Lucy just plows on right through. Could I just say that 18, everybody got damage apart from Lucy, who took 9.
Oh, everybody took that 18.
Yeah, because you all failed.
Cool.
Please?
Is that
Lucy.
another 9, I'm guessing, for Lucy?
So this time round, I need to roll it again.
Shit.
It is half of 13.
6, lovely.
And the rest of us take what? Half?
Take nothing because you've
Oh,
managed
guys
to
have
roll
right.
right. So
Just see an image of everyone being nimble and Lucy. I'm on fire!
Had himself out constantly as he's running through, just...
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Okay. So, could you all do so you continue running on. You manage to get... You think you clear. And you continue running down. Could you all do a perception check, please?
Come on, I've been
All
so
apart
low.
from Jess. Because she's unconscious.
Natural 20.
7.
Okay.
23 for me.
So you think you're clear, and then suddenly out from the side, the wall explodes, and a final splash of lava starts bursting out of the cliff, hitting Lucy once more.
To be fair, of all the people in this group that could be hitting, it could be
For
worse.
12 damage.
Yep.
Are you getting on?
At this stage, I will just be shouting to Lucy, I'm never trusting your goddamn fucking coin again!
Excuse me, I think you'll find the coin was matching up with and you. You guys, it just happened to go the same way. The coin just called it first. And we're all alive.
So by that point, you keep on running and you feel as though you've left the lava behind. The rumbling has stopped. You can just see the ground is on fire, and you can just see almost like the tide is going in with the lava. It seems to be, if anything, drifting backwards from where it came. So, you've got an unconscious mushroom fairy. What are we doing?
Give her one of the greater healing potions.
Let's save
Okay.
our fairy.
13.
Nice.
He is also going to take one himself.
I get 13, yeah.
Yeah.
With that, she sits back. I was like, what happened?
You caught
Ian's
fire.
fault.
It's better than being cold, I guess.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Well,
Finn's poor knowledge about our god, his god, made us go down to see some lava. Totally Ian's fault, nobody else's. So where are we going next?
Your choice is the glowing, the turn back again, or the bit with the shadows in intense light. So there's an intense light, and it's gone onto the shadows cast.
Well, the
Sharp
smart,
shadows cast on the opposite cliff.
the smart thing would be to leave. I just flipped a coin and it said tails and not heads. Shadows! And Lucy just walks
Where are you going?
to the shadows.
I am going. Ugh.
Just before you guys set off, I'm going to cast Healing Word on those who need it. Who needs
everyone, I
it?
think.
Everyone.
Yep.
How about Cleo? How's Cleo doing?
Cleo's fine. Cleo's fine.
I'll cast it.
I've not
3
been.
times.
To be fair, I've not been doing the tests and things on him, so he's not took any damage.
Damn.
He's just appeared again. That's it. He's like.
Shall I roll it 3 times, or shall I just roll it once and take 3 slots away?
Just roll it once. And
Next
take-
week, yeah, I'll take 3 slots away.
I went from 54 hit points to 18 because of lava.
23 to 5.
The good thing is, I literally didn't use any of my first level spells, so it's like I could use the Healing Word for all my first level spells.
Yay. So what, we get 8 back?
Yep.
Cool.
And I'll cast that on everyone.
Yay.
So I have only 1 slot left.
So
Yes.
you head.
No, I ain't got no slots left. Hold on.
You all head down the shadowy path.
Mhm.
And whilst shadowy, you get a warmth from the. You can feel that the intense light that is casting the shadow is quite warm, almost like a summer's day. And you head. The pathway seems to be heading downwards. Continually downwards, but the top of the cliffs are staying at the same level. It kind of snakes backwards and forwards as though you're going down the edge of a hill, but you're not, because you know that you just seem to be heading further and further, kind of the further and further away from the tops of the cliffs. After a while, it goes, just because the light is so far away above you, but you still get the warmth. And then you turn a final corner, and you have to blink a few times because of the intense bright light that you see. You find yourself in a clearing. You head out the passageway and you hear a rumble, and then the sound of the passage of the 2 walls of the passageway meeting, closing it off behind you. You're in a large circular clearing, kind of around you. It's quite bright sunshine. You'd say it's almost artificial light in a way, because you wouldn't expect the sunshine to get that far down, but it appears as though it's noon and the sun is at the top of the sky, so it's just shining directly out with barely any shadows. It's like a circular funnel, it's like a cylinder of cliff face that you're in the bottom of. Lush green grass around you and bushes and trees. You hear a stream, a small waterfall to your right, heading into a stream, and that stream leads into what looks like a fairly deep lake or little pond, effectively. It's like a tarn, but it's at the base of the cliff face opposite you. The only kind of obvious way out that you can see is there is a tunnel high up. Beneath there are 3 what looks like pipes sticking out, stone pipes sticking out just below where this tunnel is. It's probably a good 450 feet above you, almost 500 feet. And these pipes just seem to stick out like the edge of a cut-off pipe, like the edge of a jug type of thing. They're kind of cut off, like a spout, effectively. So 3 spouts sticking out directly above this, what looks like a little pond, tarn, deep tarn. So you're in this big kind of clearing that's surrounded by cliff face. No way out apart from this tunnel that is 450 feet up. What would you like to do?
So is it just like, is it like completely clear clearing with just grass and this little lake? There's no...
A few bushes and what have you.
What's the plan, Yunran? Are we in the right place? Great. Fantastic.
I don't see any evidence of any sanctuary here.
I know. Unless it being as quiet and beautiful and tranquil as it is. This is the sanctuary.
I would expect that there would at least be some people around. There is nobody as far as I can see. Not even any wildlife, which seems
I know.
odd.
Are we is there like a still tunnel above our head, or is it just opened up to a big area?
So you walked out of the so it's not, it was like a passageway through a cliff. So you could always see the sky if you looked up, but it was just really dark because you were so far down. Did you get that? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but what happened is as soon as you all exited the passageway, it shut behind you, and there's no sign of that passageway anymore. But it just leads into this big cylinder, and then above, opposite you, there's this tunnel heading out with the 3 pipes sticking out.
Okay. And it's just like forest life below us.
It's more
That's
grass and a few trees and a few bushes.
A few trees.
Yes.
I'm just gonna check and see.
I guess up we go.
I mean, yeah, we could go up, but that looks like a really deep pond type thing. Why don't we look at that as well? If there's maybe a way down, perhaps? Down and through?
I can swim for 10 minutes.
That's great. Can you breathe underwater as well?
Well, just for 10 minutes.
Oh, that's cool. When you said swim, I just assumed that you were just going to go for you would swim for 10 minutes.
Well, I am quite singed.
That is true.
Amanita's gonna go up to one of the trees and just like, to everyone else, she's just like kind of tapping it, squishing the soil comfortably, making it the tree as if she's doing something for the tree, but in what she reality, what she's doing, she's talking to the tree, asking what it would be the better route. It's like having a lovely chat with a tree.
So the tree doesn't necessarily talk to you in that sense. You get feelings and things like that.
Yeah.
So you get feelings that people have come in at some point. You get the feeling that they've left via the route above through the tunnelway. But they've regretted them leaving. They feel almost saddened by them leaving.
That don't seem very good. The tree don't like it when people leave. I mean, it can be lonely.
What do you mean they don't like it when people leave? You can talk to trees?
Well, so and so, I guess. Don't really talk, but there's like mushroom. If you think of a mushroom, the mushrooms spread their roots and connect with all the forest, and we can tell what trees and plants are thinking.
Right, gotcha.
I guess that's the best way to put it. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And they say they don't like it when people leave.
Yeah, they live up there, but the tree regrets them leaving.
Maybe that's not the right way to leave then. Can I look around the area just to see, like an investigation check, just going through, see if there's anything lying around, any notes that someone might have left behind, or markers or anything like that?
Do an investigation check.
Nice. I'm in the wrong section. Investigation. I am not finding anything.
You don't see any signs of people that have been there previously.
Well, it doesn't look like people have come through here recently.
Can Lucy check? Just around. Just see if there's anything that
You may.
catches his eye.
Can I help the magpie, please?
And you can have a look as well.
So before, give me an answer, right? I know I rolled a 10, but I can do a thing.
Why are you rolling intimidation?
That was the wrong thing.
You're trying to intimidate the tree. You're trying to intimidate
Wrong
the trees.
thing, wrong thing. Oh, no, what was it supposed to have been?
Investigation.
It's the
You rolled
same
a
thing,
4.
yeah. 4, never mind.
If Yin's helping you, roll with advantage.
Try and roll the right thing this time.
Please just roll high.
Okay,
Yes.
but I can do a thing.
I did a thing!
He's doing his short rest. He's doing his add a dice
Yeah,
thing.
which I haven't ever used. So 16.
16. What are you investigating as such?
If there's anything that catches Lucy's eye.
There's a few interesting things around the lake. The thing that mainly catches your eye is that you can see that there is water erosion on the rocks towards the bottom of the lake, above the lake, towards the bottom of the cliff, you can see as the waters ran down the cliff.
Okay.
It's a lot smoother rock than it is anywhere else. There's also like evidence of lime scale going up as well. So it looks as though water has fallen from above or gushed from above at some point. You can also see that stream is feeding in to the lake, into the pond. The pond is also leaking water out through a number of fissures underneath the waterline. But they're like tiny. There's just lots of little holes just to keep the water level. So the stream flowing in is the same as the fissures, volume-wise.
I'll tell the others what I can see. Looks like there used to be water coming from there. Above. I think maybe one's always been there. Looks like the level's being controlled somehow.
If it looks like it's being controlled, then maybe when it gets too low, they pour water in. But who's pouring water is the question. Is it a natural thing, or is it someone doing it? Like, is there some way they're blocking it off and causing it to come through?
Should I go have a look below the water? See if there's anything.
Let's take a rest first. I think having a quick rest might be a good idea.
Sure.
I don't know about anyone else, but I'm hurting. I'm still sore.
Okay.
So take a short rest. Nothing really happens during your rest period. You kind of you kind of just sit and chat and have a bite to eat, fill yourself up a bit. A very small bit in Varric's case.
I'm just gonna be.
It's be 2 seconds. I just got to take a quick second.
I'm trying to find the hit die. Is it that one?
I don't want to use one of them. Oh yeah.
Is there anything else around? Like, how big is the clearing?
I'd say about 100 meters in diameter.
Plus 2 is 7.
Erosion and thingy.
I don't know why the roll didn't appear, so just stick here just in case.
And how high up is the pipework thingamabobs?
So the tunnel is 450 feet, and below the tunnel are 3. Directly below it are 3 pipes sticking out.
So I guess, should I go have a look underwater?
Yeah.
Okay, just don't judge me. He pulls out the bag of holding, ties it over his mouth and nose. Well, it's a bit musky. Jumps in the water and looks what you can find underneath.
Okay. So, you jump into the water. First of all, you can't see what's around you.
With dark vision, can't see at all.
So you've got the bag of holding over
Over
your
the
head,
over
haven't
the
you?
nose and mouth, tied like a saddlebag.
Okay. So you realise that as you've done that, it's not watertight, and therefore water is beginning to seep in.
Yeah, I'll quickly look and then I'll get back.
Okay. So you swim down to the bottom.
Okay.
It's a good 20, 30 feet. All you can see is it's like porous rock that has got lots of little holes in it.
Okay.
It looks fairly sturdy. It looks as though it's been there for years. It looks as though it's naturally formed.
Quickly zoom out and go, yep, there's rocks. Doesn't look like much else. And then kind of almost close my fist while I'm holding the bag as I just start pouring out whatever liquid's in there.
Cool.
I guess up we go.
So, 450 feet. I get in there if you're going up.
Is there no pathway up there?
Nope. Sheer cliff face.
Oh.
Amanita will turn into her fairy self and bring out her wings.
If you
Okay.
want, I can carry people in the bag.
I can fly. I can carry someone like that as well.
I guess we don't need to then. All good. We'll just take one. I'll take one person. Tarek can take one.
I don't know if I can carry anyone. I think I can.
There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us.
I'm the only one that need carrying you.
Well,
Cleo.
Cleo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Cleo,
So I think
yeah.
it's just you,
Cleo needs a.
Cleo. So we can take one each.
I'll carry Cleo.
Okay.
Go on, Yen.
So as you begin to ascend, you hear a rumbling sound,
For fuck's sake.
and you see the tunnel just shrink down to nothing.
So to be fair, Yin, I cast fly on both of us, so you can also fly.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
I'll just carry in Cleo.
So what do you see? So you're about 100 feet up, and it just closes.
Oh, sorry,
up.
never
What do you
mind.
do?
It's just me that's flying. Wrong spell.
So the tubes that are like the pipes that are coming out. Is there enough room that we can stand on those pipes?
Yeah.
Me and Cleo go stand on the pipes.
Okay. So they're stone in construction. You stood on top of them. Seem fairly solid.
Cleo, what do you make of these pipes? These stone tubes?
So you'll probably put Yin down on the pipes and then go try and check out where it looked like water fell from before.
So the pipes are directly above where that water
No,
falls.
the water he thought water might have came from before. You know, the smooth rock and limescale.
Yeah. So the pipes are above that.
Okay. Do we just smash them?
Smash the pipes.
No,
We'll get someone's attention.
Are the pipes big enough? Are the pipes big enough for anyone to fit through?
You want to look inside the pipes?
Yeah, I'll just kind of put my head over.
So they're about that wide. You can't see much in them, but because it's just dark, but you can see there's some rubble on the edge of one of them.
Actually, try clearing out that rubble just to see if it does anything.
Okay. So you're poking your hand down the tube, are you?
It's a little
Okay.
right hand for reference. Just it's going to be if I'm potentially going to lose a hand here, I'm going to lose my right hand.
So you put your right hand into the tube. Could you roll a perception check, please?
19.
Okay. So you clear the rubble out the close bit, and you stick your hand a bit further in, and you can feel another rock, which you move, and then you feel another rock, and it just feels as purposely blocked the pipes, or that particular pipe. There is a lot of rubble further than probably your arm alone could reach from the top of the pipe, at least.
Does he tell us about it?
Yeah, I'll mention that as I start pulling out the rocks. I'll mention it to him. There's rubble in this pipe. I don't know if anyone else. I didn't notice it in the other ones, but just this one particular pipe there's rubble.
Oh, let's have a look. See, we'll stick his arm in.
Hello.
And
So have you flown round to reach in
Yeah.
now?
I pull my arm out as Lucy puts his arm in. That's
Okay.
oh yeah, I see what you mean.
So you can reach a bit further. And you pull another couple of rocks out.
Oh, I didn't. I did.
And you see... Oh, you've Eldritch Blasted it.
Twice.
Okay.
For a 23 and a
Roll your damage then.
first one. Second one. 27.
Okay. So on the first one, you've blasted it, but you feel as though you've knocked rock further down into the pipe, so you've moved the blockage back. You then do your second one, and the pipe just explodes.
Wasn't me.
Could you do a dex check? Could you do a dex save, please?
who? Me. It's me. Or, I'd be
Lucy.
beside Lucy. I'd be beside Lucy. So I'll take my arm out, but I'd still be beside her.
Okay, so you're on the pipe. You're on top of the pipe, aren't you? Reaching down.
Well, I'm flying, so I'm like.
Oh, right, you're fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, Lucy then.
I just want to confirm this isn't the pipe Lucy put Mia down on.
I put you next to wherever Alec put Cleo. So, hope not.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're on a different
Okay.
pipe.
Ugh,
So you've
fuck.
destroyed the pipe. You destroyed this particular pipe. And then you get blasted with water. So
That's better than fire and lava.
you
You
take
drown.
8 bludgeoning damage and get pushed away from the cliff.
Okay.
Is the water now falling into the pond?
Water is now pouring out into the pond.
We need
You
to
can
clean.
see you can see that the pond is starting to fill slightly.
I think we need to clear the other things.
I could freeze the water if you like.
No, I think we need to get the water running into the pond.
For explosions?
No, maybe the trees were sad because they were running out of water.
So Jess, what was your thinking on freezing it?
Like freezing the water in the pipe that's in the pipe.
Okay.
And depending on the what I don't know what material the pipe is, but some pipes, if you freeze it, they can blow.
It's made of stone, so it's brittle. So you can try that if you want.
Give it a
Yeah.
try.
Through the pipes. How many do you get one? I'll get the other.
If there's another one.
So she'll Amanita in her fairy form fly up and go, "You ready?"
Okay.
Yep.
I just got to find it. Maybe.
God.
There we go.
Charlie's getting ready for something.
No, wrong
Fireball.
one. Wrong one. Damn it. It's alright. It's the same modifier. It was supposed to be this one.
Ray of Frost. Okay, so you're doing Ray of Frost. Jess has done Frostbite. Okay, so in both cases, the two of the pipes freeze. You can hear the water inside freezing, and you can see the pipe cracking and ice appearing on the outside of the crack.
I'm gonna pull them up.
I'm muted.
You might kill two of your companions, I'm just saying.
How close are the pipes together?
They're probably about 6 feet.
Cool.
Shall we get under cover before he does it?
Yeah, I would move out the way.
So you all, I assume everybody gets transported to the ground
Okay.
before you do whatever you're going to do.
I'm gonna land on always attractive.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's fine. You go ahead. If you've got a plan for it, just go for it.
He's just gonna Eldritch Blast both of them. But yeah.
Okay. So you Eldritch Blast it, and the end of the pipes fall off, but no water starts running. It's just ice. What were you going to do, Varric?
I was gonna cast Thunder Wave. Just blast it all back of it. Thunder Wave, best spell, confirmed.
Similar. You knock the excess rubble off, but there's now 2 patches of ice on the wall.
Eat the water!
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll do this one.
I'll cast Create Bonfire on the side of the cliff.
Fire every. No, I'll use Firebolt this time.
Okay. So you cast a couple of firebolts on the water, and it just melts and kind of splinters. And then the other 2 start to gush down.
Lucy will probably be a bit more excited that he's getting to cause damage again, so he'll just keep shooting firebolts until someone tells him to stop.
On the ground, Amanita can hear the trees be a bit disgruntled as the water rises out of the pond, fills the ground, and starts to cover the tops of the trees. The rest of you are all kind of treading water as the water level rises. I'm assuming everybody else kind of flies down to the water level.
Wasn't there like a crack in the
At
wall?
which point, the tunnel opens back up.
Smart.
Quick.
And you find that once the water reaches the pipe levels, the pipes stop flowing. So you're now in a big kind of reservoir of water with a tunnel right in front of you.
Yeah. And
Oh,
off in the tunnel we go.
You swim to the edge of the tunnel. Get yourself out, drenched in freezing cold water, but you get this nice warm feeling of the sun on your back. Leads you into the tunnel. You've got a little staircase downwards. It slopes downwards, and it eventually turns into a spiral staircase, and you come out the side of a cliff on the other side into a valley, and you find that you're in a wooded area with a stream going through it. You find that actually where the porous rock was, that actually leads out into another bit of stream. You see the same porous rock on a cliff next to you, next to where you come out, and the stream's just running down in the valley. You see a number of it's thriving with life. You know, you see red squirrels running around, you've got colourful butterflies, flowers are out, it's like kind of the height of spring. You know, you got buttercups, daisies, kind of little purple flowers here and there as well, irises and things. And you get this lovely smell of a fresh kind of summer meadow. And you, in the middle of all of this, and you're in this kind of big, steeply, it's a valley, but it's kind of very steep banked, cliff faces in places. And you get the feeling that at the other end, it's just kind of blocked off like where you've just come from, and it goes through this porous rock. And in the middle is all these wooden buildings, generally, but they're covered in things. There's some very shiny, ornate coverings of these kind of in places. It looks like mother of pearl, quite a lot of thing. On some of the buildings you see seashells that have been kind of dotted around ornamentally, which is odd because you don't actually associate seashells with Thermo, but they've kind of reversed the mother of pearl and things like that. Kind of like when you look at the inside of a shell and it's all kind of glistening and shiny. It's almost like a lot of the shells have been used inside out. So you got this kind of mother of pearl effect, and then you get odd kind of pearlescent type of ornaments and things dotted around. In the middle is you don't see many people around, but in the middle is a large dais made of wood. And the roof of it is covered in mother of pearl, and it's got pillows of mother of pearl. And in the center is an aged man with a long grey beard and just kind of cloth trousers, like a piece of cloth tied round like a belt, of kind of like a creamy colour. No top, he's just got kind of bare chest. He's quite tanned, grey hair on his chest. A little bit grey hair on his lower back as well. And no one else seems to be around.
Hiya!
Are you heading towards the man in the dais then?
He's the only one we can see.
Amanita will quickly jump into Varric, like transform back and jump into Varric's pocket, not wanting. Like she just quickly jumps into his pocket.
I can hold it out for her just so she can get in quickly and hide away. And I just follow the rest of the group behind.
So Lucy shouts out his "Hiya!" And he smiles and nods and waits for you all to gather around him. Greetings. Welcome to the Sanctuary of Light. And he looks at Yin and he says, I sense you come seeking answers, but I would like to ask you a question. Do you seek to answer the right question?
Who knows?
Those seeking answers to be the answer to the others, to questions of others. What is it that has brought you to our sanctuary?
Water. Oh, and lava.
Oh.
I'm trying to be so.
The elements of the world are all powerful, but nothing to the sun that our goddess creates.
Is that the right answer? Did I win?
I think you won,
Yay!
Lucy. I'm going to start walking around. I'm just going to kind of just have a look around, kind of step back a bit from the group and kind of just keep an eye out on just what else is going around this place.
I will ask, are you content in life? For those who are content in life,
I've come to seek a journey home, brother.
journey home. And what do you consider home?
I was trying to be so serious for Charlie's fun. Yes. Well, you tell.
As they say, home is where your heart takes you. Some find their head leads them to what they think is right. But ultimately, there is no point fighting battles with those who have wronged us if we're missing out on time with those we would treasure in our company.
I will kind of like sort of the exhaustion like kind of takes over and it kind of collapses and you'll just softly hear him say, "Well, take me home."
I seek the twilight of your life is upon you. Tell me, what have you seen of your next life?
He's too exhausted to answer. He wants to.
The end of your life. You should be making sure those that you leave behind are set upon the right path. Tell me, is there someone who you wish to guide?
I'll nod.
Is that person in the company with you? Is it someone you hold very dear?
And I'll kind of muster the strength and just go, daughter, home.
You stand. And is your daughter safe? Is she with friends? Is she with those who would guide you in your absence? But since you want to see your daughter one time, we can help you with this. However, I would caution against teaching her vengeance. I sense you have much anger in your soul. You have wasted the last month or so seeking vengeance to those that have you wronged. You're now at the point where you need to consider whether or not vengeance is worth all that you may lose while seeking that path, given the time you have left. You said you want to go home. I fear your path of vengeance will not take you there. And what of your companions? Do you wish to leave them behind?
And they're strong enough. They are.
Perhaps there are others on a similar path whose questions they can help answer. I think they need to seek out one such person. They will find them nearby. Come, let's pray. I will make the arrangements to return you back to your homeland.
And as he tried to get up to take his prayer position, he'll just pass out.
So he'll try and pick up you and go, oh, what the fuck?
With hearing this, Amanita will jump out of Eric's pocket and run over.
Your friend will be well enough, but he's reaching the end of his life.
Don't care.
Yeah, it's not that.
He has chosen to return to his daughter. You will find other companions on your path. One you may find here, should you look hard enough.
I'll just pick up you and shake it. You can't die yet. You haven't got me back from shaving your head. Come on.
Oh, he is not dying at this moment.
Oh, fine, then I'll drop him.
He is at the end of an elf's life. Their sleep is disturbed by visions of the next life. If this particular life is due to have significant meaning, then the visions will be particularly vivid and the individual will suffer from exhaustion.
No, he would.
I sense your friend is in this position. We will help him. We will help return him to his daughter. Please. This will take a while. You will be able to say goodbye to your friend once he has had sufficient rest. In the meantime, please make yourself at home in our sanctuary. There are beds in our dormitories. Explore. You never know who you may find.
So tempted to shave Ian's eyebrows.
Put my hand.
Whew.
A little bit left of hair he's got. That's it. Just eyebrows off.
So I guess we should put in somewhere to sleep that's not the ground. Some reason he's lying on the ground. I don't know why.
Amanita, like, hiding her face, like, she'll crawl into Yin's pocket and stay there.
So I'll pick up Yin over the shoulder and try and find somewhere that you can sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Try
So-
not to squash my one.
Yeah, so there's like mats and things like that around in that kind of middle dais, and there's bits that are quite secluded and kind of there's like tapestries and stuff up, and you find a little corner that's full of cushions and stuff and lay him down.
Better wake up. You're supposed to help me. Come on.
I put my hand on Lucy's shoulder. I think Yin Ren is at the end of his rope. I don't think he's got much more fight left in him. I think the best thing we can do for him is just to appreciate what he's done and move on.
Much fight. My face would disagree.
Well, mine too. I've been hit by Yin Ren a couple of times now, and it's not fun. But
you seen how fast he runs from rats? That's plenty of life in them. I think they're just acting up. They'll be up in about no time. It'll be fine.
Oh.
I just pat Lucy on the shoulder and kind of just walk away at that point.
As you begin to walk away, you see that what was once a rather secluded area with barely anybody around apart from this one gentleman, you see a number of monks kind of busying themselves. You see a number of cabins with people sat in the porchways and stuff, but largely monks. Two things stick out. The first is a man sat on a rock. The rock looks like the rock you encountered at the top of the mountain, the vibrating rock. He's looking at it and he seems to be frustrated with the rock.
I was going to ask, does he have a smile?
And then the other thing... Does he have a what,
Smile on
sorry?
his face? Is he feeling relaxed?
No. he's kind of sat on it and he's punching it at the same time on the ground, just as though he's frustrated for some reason. And then the other one is there is a what looks like an elfin lady, silver white blonde hair, in kind of quite formal plate armor, who seems to be staring frustrated at a crumpled piece of paper, as if reading it for the 100th time, but still trying to make sense of it. What would you like to do?
Is there anything soldier-esque about the elven lady in plate armor?
She's got a sword. She doesn't look as though she's a... Yeah. It is armor. It is formal armor. Doesn't look like a soldier, necessarily. She looks as though she's got a spiritual aura about her.
Which one looks like they'd be more fun?
They both look quite frustrated and at the moment, I would say.
Lucy probably... He's not the strongest. So he'll probably go to the elf. See what the paper is, but before he leaves you in, he'll lean in and say, "You better not leave me as well." Walk across.
Does Yin do anything? No.
Yeah. So with his final stroke, he'll just like grab his arm and just squeeze it without opening his eyes.
So where are you headed? You're headed to the elf. And how would you like to greet the elf? Is she is quite preoccupied with this scrunched up piece of paper that she's staring at.
Get close enough.
How do you want to approach it?
Once Lucy gets close enough, he'll just go, "What are you reading?"
And what is she reading?
Yeah, what?
Well, on this bombshell, she is reading a little note that has a riddle on it, and she will frustratedly look up at you. And, well, I'm reading the riddle that I can't seem to find the answer to. Now, and she'll take it down. I'll look down, look at the paper, look at you, tilt my head. Horns?
Yeah, sometimes. Then other times I can look like this. And I'll just turn into human Lucy. And other times I can look like this. Turn into some other person and then eventually back to Lucy.
Scales?
Yeah, I can do that. Boom! Into Varric.
She's
Not
looking at
you.
Varric.
Not you. That. The dragonborn next to you.
Yeah, I've got scales.
Oh. Strange coincidence.
Next thing you'll say, you need a mushroom on that bit of paper as well. Am I right? And I can nudge Lucy a bit.
Well, is the mushroom a fae?
You say?
Yes? No? I can't tell. I can't disclose that information.
Well. You might be the answer that I'm looking for.
You hear that, Varric? We're the answer. Ah, we win!
I don't know if that's a win, my friend.
You said I won earlier. I'll get a prize?
What is this riddle that you're trying to solve?
I sent you a thing.
Oh, sent me a thing. I can't remember the riddle.
No, not the riddle. The other thing.
You will have encountered her in the past, but you wouldn't you would only have met her a couple of times formally, I think,
Cool.
given the distance between where you come from and where
Cool.
the country she represents.
I will make sure the paper's flat, push it against, and I will pass it to the elf. You're an elf, and I suppose you can read, so...
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, on the paper is 4 lines. Scales and horn on your path you will find. From the air a fey, more aid of a kind. In the valley of light an old friend left behind. In the shadows another, which your fate is entwined.
Well, so, as you can see, dear friends, the riddle kind of points to two of you I can see at the stage. Maybe you're the shadows, I don't know. My apologies, I did not introduce myself, and I'll stick out my hand quite formally. And, Zerif. My name's Zerif. And I'll wait.
Let me write that down.
And I'll wait till one of them shakes my
I
hand.
give him a high five. How's it going?
Alright. And I'll put my hand to the dragon ball.
I shake it. I'm just, hi, I am Varric, this is Lucy, and the elfin man is Cleo.
Wonderful.
Who did you get that paper from, just out of curiosity?
Well, the paper was linked to something my mother heard. Something about humans and their squabbles, and I thought it looked interesting, and I wanted to get out.
A priest gave it to you, is all I would
Oh yeah!
say.
Shit! Yes! Which were...
So a priest gave it to you, which bring you to the Valley of Light.
Yeah, there we go.
I would say.
On my quest.
On your-
Found it. On my
Religion
quest.
around here.
There is a lot of religion.
Well, you are in a sanctuary, and
Yeah.
all roads leads to some sort of religion, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or, how do I spell your name now?
Zeerith.
Zerith.
What are these strange letters you speak?
I say that's dragon. That's draconic. You see, that's.
Alright, so seeing... Well, you kind of met the two parts of the first riddle, so I'm just assuming the rest can be right. Alright?
Well, she does fly.
Maybe.
Good, Amanita.
I think Amanita's still with Yinran.
Sleepyhead. Yep.
Yeah, she does fly.
We certainly have a old friend left behind.
Let's see. Wait, I can't tell if that means Yinran or Marcus, our other friend, but he left on his own. We didn't leave him behind, so
Didn't leave.
I suppose it could just be
Have to do
Yinran.
something.
That's what I mean. He went off to do something, but you know, what I mean, anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the last part? It's a friend in the shadows or something?
Yeah, friend in the shadows, another with which your fate is intertwined.
I like friends.
Mhm.
Yes.
This one confuses me.
I don't know that one.
Perhaps there's somebody yet to meet.
Maybe. But
Curious.
no. Let's go find somewhere where they sell some sort of monk wine. Have a talk.
Alcohol is a very, very good choice just now. I think I am deserving of a little treat.
I agree, young man. I agree, young man.
I'll catch up.
Yeah.
I want to talk to the angry guy.
At that. Cool.
Also, this is what you see. Ba-da-dum.
I opened up the general chat and it was just a ghost waving around. I was just like, oh my god, you're a ghost? Oh, that's a good bit of art.
So, shall we leave it there for this week, given it is 33 minutes past 6? And
Yeah.
we shall see. So I think just a bit of an explanation of that. What has just happened? So just a couple of things is
Yidran died. Good to know.
Yeah.
Yin hasn't died, but he is in the final throes of his life. He is therefore going to return to his daughter in the Westlands, and the monks at the sanctuary are going to help him, and the priests at the sanctuary are going to help him return one way or another.
Massive slingshot hidden in the mountains.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeet.
So outside of game, I think there's two things. Nell was just finding a bit, putting words in her mouth, I think, was finding Yin a bit one-dimensional.
No, 100% correct.
And came to me and said, "Can I change my character, please?" And I said, "Well, normally I wouldn't," but then the whole kind of Marcus thing was going on as well, and I just thought we probably need somebody who's a bit more martial.
Hey. Barrack's a soldier. He can be martial.
About with, like, a sword and stuff, you know. And I thought it would help the balance of the party a little bit as well if we had Paladin. So
They're gonna hate Lucy.
Tank. We have a tank.
So we now have another tank to replace, well, not replace Marcus, but to kind of stand alongside Marcus / fill the gap while Marcus isn't here.
And I just like, so I imagine, Nell, you had a couple character ideas and you were leaving it up to us to choose who we picked for you. Is that why there was 3 characters? Like we could go for either or. Is that what it was? Or
no, the other one, anything else.
By next session, I will be talking to the angry man.
No.
Angry man.
I was not gonna lie, I did not think that was gonna be that emotional. I was just like, fuck, shit, I'm gonna cry.
I believe you made a character that's gonna hate Lucy.
She might not. You
She's
don't
a
know.
paladin. She's going to hate
Well.
Lucy.
Yeah, is she a paladin?
It'd be interesting to know how Lucy reacts, because everybody around him seems to be leaving.
We've spoken about this before, like when Nell first joined, how things were going to go, and it was
With Alice leaving, and that. But yeah, and then we've got, for the next session, we got Sam joining as well. I was just wondering where Charlie thought that was going.
I was just enjoying the part. I was like, Lucy thought you were dying, so he was getting a bit annoyed. And, oh, he's not dying. All right, okay. Right. Drop.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, Lucy, what did you do?
Lucy still remains the only original, and anywhere near the only original.
Charlie, what was going through your mind when you realised what was happening? I'm so curious.
Like, what the fuck? What went through his head?
You're like, she's leaving, but she says this is the best day of her week. Why is she leaving?
It was more, wait a minute, Yin's dragged us to a monastery to die. What is going on? Why have we been brought here? Yeah.
And it was also a hell of a job to get to the monastery in the first place.
It was a fucking job.
Singed.
Imagine if one of us had died, get into the monastery, and then that's it.
Oh no.
I thought for sure I was going to lose myself. No, I wasn't concerned. Like when you went down, I was like, oh, it's not me. I'm not going to be the one that goes. It was nothing in a character. That's it.
Oh, so like if I did like end up having to do death saves, I was like, looks like I've got another I'm killing another character off.
I will say Lucy was getting
Second character
offended
death.
when Yenram was like, no, there's nobody here that he really wants to guide. What?
Aww.
Are we? Nothing? No? Okay.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
So the explanation is he wants to go and
Yeah.
give some guidance to his daughter, given he's got limited time left to teach her the ways of the world.
Boo. Boo.
I thought it was quite cute. Rather than letting him, the first thing that we thought about was letting him die in action, and I was like, that's kind of sad. That's not how I want him to go.
A warrior's death.
But in all fairness, we didn't know you had a kid,
Still very
so stuff him.
Could have happened the other way.
Is he going there spiritually or is it physical?
Physical.
I was going to say, if you're going to haunt your
Physical.
daughter,
We can always track him down.
Hunt him down.
Yeah, he would probably be dead by that. Yeah.
we'll warn you that
Possibly.
if Lucy finds out you are actually leaving, he will shave your eyebrows. He will try to shave your eyebrows.
We travel and roll, our intentions are good. Maybe we fight, at times polite. It's DnD.
And then I need to start my own video. So hopefully.
Hey, you're blue.
Dabba dee dabba do. Dabba dee dabba da.
You alright?
Yeah, apart from having that song stuck in my head now. So I
what-
remember that being around about the same time as Mambo number 5.
Yes, it was.
Hello.
Hello, lad.
Sorry, I've been getting dressed while singing Mambo number 5, just for that.
Which name did you get to?
Oh, I got to the end.
All these organisations are really slow to react to stuff. They're
Mhm.
any decision takes ages to make and things like that. It just takes absolutely fucking
Yeah.
ages.
What are you banging to, Charlie?
Mambo number 5, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! You
Mambo
have to
number
sing.
5.
You have to sing this to us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody's in the club, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. They say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna. You're 6 in your head. You can't help it.
Oh, I love it! Yes. Now you've got freaking number 5 stuck in my head. Bang.
You know, I'll stop if you want, but that might not be better.
Please do anything.
Do.
The thing is, if you grew up in that era and you have children, or you've been to a kid's birthday party in the 80s and you have children, it's like, right, I had to sit through it, so you're sitting through it.
Yeah, well, this it's Baby Shark is the new Agadu.
No,
Yeah, pretty much.
Do not dare sing that. I will shoot you.
We had to listen to it at least 100 times a year.
You know, Dare sing that. I will shoot you.
100
I would mention the Disney Pixar film or the Disney film that's CGI, but I'll let it go.
Oh, no, wait.
No.
Dang. Yeah, that was also in panel. The annoying thing about panel is they use songs that are popular at the time, so you hear them during rehearsals in the shows, and you also hear them on the taxi ride to work or in the shops when you're buying lunch. So you just can't escape them.
How horrible is that, though? You just constantly hear "Let It Go" and "Baby Shark."